Hey guys, am I late? How late am I? Maybe just a couple of minutes. How you guys doing tonight? This is just a real short one because I want to dedicate this whole thing. I don't want to talk about anything else except Sigmund. Um, I don't know Sigmund either personally, but Sigmund is our brother. He is he lives in Norway. And the reason why he came under my radar, there's a gentleman that we've been corresponding for a very long time, dear friend of mine. Anyway, he told me about Sigmund and what's going on with him now. Sigmund he lives in Norway, and he is practicing, exercising his right as a living man is what they call it there. Um, can you guys hear me? Geo, hold on. Oh, good. Can you hear me okay, Gio? I want to make sure you can. Well, anyway, excuse me. Let's get back to our brother Sigmund. Anyway, Sigmund is practicing his right as a what they call a living man. What we call it here in the States is there's some folks that decide, I'm a sovereign being. Um, I don't. I think this is the same thing. I'm pretty sure it is, but matter of fact, I know of someone here in the United States that attempted to claim his sovereignty. And what that meant is there's, once you own your land, why do you have to keep paying taxes, on land? He kind of rebelled with paying taxes and, getting a license and, anything that goes against, I think, the Constitution or something like that. I don't fully understand that part, but I kind of think that's what the same thing is happening with our brother Sigmund in Norway. Um, so he's currently incarcerated right now. And I'm not exactly sure what the charge is that they've given him. But let me tell you the story briefly. I put it in the description to, so you guys can to kind of know what's going on. But let me briefly share with what I know. What was shared with me is that because Sigmund is a sort of registered living man. I know from experience of my friend, once you claim your sovereignty, then you're sort of like targeted. So after you on taxes, licenses, and everything, you're targeted about everything. And anyway, so that's kind of what's happening with Sigmund as well. He was a targeted person already. So anyway, he had left Norway where he resides, he and his girlfriend, and I think they went to Denmark for some type of visit or whatever. And on their way back to re-enter Norway, they presented their documents. Now, I'm not exactly sure if part of the problem is because they didn't have maybe a regular passport. Maybe that's part of the protest. I don't know if that's the fact, in their country or not, or any details like that. But what was shared with me is that they presented their documents, and then the officers or the patrol guards or whatever reviewed the documents that were given to them, and they handed it back to them and waved them in. Go ahead, you're free to go. Go on in. Come on in. So they go in and they're driving along, and shortly after they take off, they look behind them and there's like police cars, lights flashing, zoom, 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 coming their direction. And at first they thought, well, maybe, they're after somebody else because they had waved them, to go. So he tried to pull over, and I'm not sure, I'm just surmising. I'm reliving it in my own head like I was there. But anyway, I read the his affidavit, so I'm able to kind of share some of that with you guys. But anyway, what has occurred is while while he was on the highway or whatever, the police were after trying to get him to stop because he was driving a Tesla Model X. The Tesla Model X, I understand, has some kind of computer generated braking system. So he's trying to get over, but one of the officers, according to the affidavit that I read, got too close to the back of his car, trying to flash him to get over. But the computer of the car took over and hit the brakes. And when he hit the brakes, it caused the officer to almost go out of control. And because the officer almost went out of control, I think they're trying to charge him. He said a serious offense. I don't know what a serious offense is. The worst case scenario, I'm thinking attempted murder. It's crazy that this man is in prison right now because they think that he in the Tesla, and that's what he's trying to tell them. I didn't hit the brakes. The computer of the car hit the brakes. Listening, Elon. If you listening, Elon, excuse me, y'all. If Elon's watching, Elon, baby, you heard the story already. Help free Sigmund. One phone call from you or somebody in your staff, just call up and say, look, dog, check the computer. Okay, this is the man himself. This is Elon, the man. Okay, just check the computer. Let free that man. Free Sigmund. Yeah, I know that's silly, but if you're watching, Elon, for real. And hey, I'm going to give Jacob Israel a shout out to Elon. If you're watching Jacob Israel, we know. We know, and we welcome you. We welcome your banter. Come on, tell us, are you a good guy or are you a bad guy? Come on, you can tell us. Can't you tell us, Elon? Okay. Anyway, I'm being silly now, y'all, but for real. Seriously, this man is imprisoned. And if worst case scenario, and I don't know Norwegian law, but if they charge him with murder of a police officer because the computer decided to stop, that's messed up. So I understand that there's a lot of people in Norway that are protesting right now, and I put it in the description. In the description, a link to their channel. Like, I can't pronounce it, but it's the link, and it's in Norwegian language. So if y'all can figure out how to translate it so you can actually understand what they're saying, and if you figure out how to do that, could you share it with me too, please? I'd appreciate that very much. But anyway, guys, a simple thing that we could do collectively, we could do together, and it just get on Twitter, and several times a day, whenever you think about Sigmund sitting in jail because the computer decided it needed to stop. So think about Sigmund, and when you think about Sigmund, just Twitter Elon Musk, just put free Sigmund 8 times a day. Free Sigmund, free Sigmund. And after a while, Elon will say, who the heck is Sigmund? And maybe we might get his attention. So please try that, guys. I mean, it's just a simple little thing. And who knows? We might start with a little trickle. We might, yeah. And Jacob, I need to look up what the Sigmund mean. What is the meaning of Sigmund? Jacob Israel does that. Jada Pinkett, bald head with a horse green dress, and Will Smith slapping the rock, and yeah. So I wonder if there's something to this. I don't know. You're heavy on my mind, Jacob. Anyway, let me get off of here again, guys. Free Sigmund, free Sigmund, free Sigmund. Do what you can. Okay, guys? Um, let me just pop in here real quick and just say hi, and then I'm gonna go. Actually, it's almost time for me to put my chickens away. So Gio's here. Hi, Candy. Oh yeah, you can. Goddess, because I am a sovereign free spirit being. So I'm a spirit. I'm crystalline. I'm crystal, and I'm a goddess. You know, Grandma's a goddess. So I'm a crystal goddess. Crystalline goddess is who they don't do da 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 da. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I'm going to stay on task. Just want to say hi to you guys again. Do what you can. Um, that simple little thing, free Sigmund to Elon. Just keep free Sigmund, free Sigmund, free Sigmund. I'm telling you. And if enough of us do it, he might pay attention. Anyway, staying at high love vibration always. Keep your vibrations high. And I'll talk to you guys later. Free Sigmund. Love you, Paul.